Now that we're 6 months removed from the end of the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies storyline, we really need to start talking about what they should do with this game and how they should progress in the future. Because obviously, I don't have to be the one to tell you, Vanguard's poo-poo. But there's a couple things specifically that they really should add to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies to bring a lot of people back to the game, even if just for a little bit, just to try some new stuff out. And honestly, I think that the Outbreak mode is one of the most underutilized modes in Call of Duty history. This mode has so much potential, but they have not reached that potential yet because they just haven't really tried. And I think one of the hardest parts about Outbreak is that even though it has a ton of content already, obviously we have a bunch of different maps, we have technically 2 Easter eggs inside of it and a bunch of different wonder weapons, we don't have the 2 very best weapons inside of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies inside of Outbreak. This being, of course, the CRBR-S and the Chrysalax. Now, these 2 weapons are so dang good inside of this game, and we have not seen them yet inside of Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Now, of course, they do have a pretty decent reason for this. Canonically, it just wouldn't make sense to have this inside of Cold War Zombies, because both Mauer Toten and the Forsaken map take place after the events of Outbreak and when we were in the Ural Mountains, so of course it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us to have those weapons inside of the Outbreak regions and inside of these Easter eggs. But I'm just starting to wonder why it matters at this point. I think the Outbreak should be a big, massive dump for all things zombies related. Any kind of wonder weapon, any kind of map, just throw it somewhere on an Outbreak map. What is there to lose? I really do respect the fact that they tried to make this some sort of canonically important little side mode to the game. But at this point, they may as well go out and throw more weapons into this mode because we've already beaten the story. The story has already happened, it's come and gone, and we're just kind of starving for new content. We've gotten nothing in Outbreak since the end of this game. And while Outbreak was a pretty polarizing mode in and of itself, it was super fun to just be a way to try out different things inside of your game. Hey, I want to figure out how good this field upgrade does against all the boss zombies. Well, you can get all the boss zombies inside of Outbreak. I want to see how far I can shoot this zombie with a pistol. You could do that in Outbreak. Again, Outbreak, in my opinion, is a super underutilized mode for Call of Duty Zombies because it had so much potential to be this big open world zombies mode. And while it came close to that, it just didn't get there. And I think if we were to add these 2 new weapons into the game, it's at least going to help bring players back to zombies inside of Black Ops Cold War, because obviously everyone's kind of done with Vanguard. Vanguard's butt cheeks, and we don't expect that to get any better. And at this point, it just doesn't really matter to me if it makes sense for the storyline that these weapons are in this map. Does anybody actually care other than Treyarch? And it would be such an easy port too, and it's a way for them to add new content, even though the content's technically already in the game. I want nothing more than to try the Cerberus against an Orda. I want nothing more than to try the Chrysalax against a Panzer. I want to take all of these up against the Legion boss. We obviously have the DIE Shockwave and the Ray K, as well as the Ray Gun inside of Outbreak. Again, these were all set in maps prior to the Outbreak storyline inside of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies, so yeah, it makes kind of sense that they're already there. But it's a magical freaking box inside of an open world zombies mode. It doesn't need to make sense. We could just all of a sudden get these random weapons out of the box after we go in and complete both Easter eggs. And it's just super simple content like that would actually bring back a little bit of life into the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies community, and just everything that they already have in this game is set up to be big, but without adding stuff like that, I just don't see how it's going to get there. Of course, the Chrysalax has its 2 modes, and the Cerberus has a bunch of different variants, so even then it's like you're adding 5 or 6 new weapons to the game instead of just 2. All of these assets, again, already being inside of Call of Duty Zombies, so it's literally right there. The option is right there for Call of Duty and Treyarch. They just need to pull the trigger. Let me know in the comments down below, do you want to see these 2 weapons inside of Outbreak? And do you care if it makes sense in the storyline? I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching the whole video. Shout out to the Zombie Richtofen members that support this channel on another level, starting off with my guy, Ben the Bulldozer, and the man, the myth, the legend, 'tis Brandon ZR.